we had Tayshia's tears.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And kinda, sorta hometowns. And a shockingly unemotional goodbye.
I would have liked it to go a different way, but it is what it is.
This is your The Bachelorette Season 16, Episodes 10 and 11, plus the Men Tell All recap. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, everybody. It's me, Lauren Zima. And we have got a lot to talk about, so I'm settling in.
Have a seat. I'm very happy that you're here.
Yes, everyone, we have Monday night's kind of an episode, also a Men Tell All.
You're condescending. I don't see us being friends after this.
And Tuesday night's definitely an episode with kind of hometowns.
Have you had a true New York slice?
No. To cover. What did you guys think of these episodes, especially the Men Tell All and the shocking goodbye on Tuesday night? We're gonna talk about it, but let me know in the comments below. So, you know, I like to have a good experience, feel a good vibe. I'm getting comfortable. I know I had red wine last week and this week, but the thing is that The Bachelorette shouldn't normally be airing at this time. In fact, no Bachelor franchise show should normally be airing at this time in the dead of winter near the holidays. And you guys, I like a red wine in the winter. It's a little cozy. And then we have a charcuterie. Oh, you know I adore a charcut. Again, we got a lot to discuss, so I might need a delicious snack. I'm even wearing loafers.
Yes? That's all.
I never wear a flat on the show, I wear a high heel, but today, we gotta be ready for anything. So let's get to it.
I know how serious you guys are here too, and it's like, the reason that I'm here is very, very, very true.
So we are back with Blake. Yes, Blake is still here. I forgot Blake was still here. But forget the familiar faces you forgot. We've got a new face. Of course, we've been missing the travel, but we've also been missing like the little characters we get on dates. You know, the people who work at a spa on the spa date, or the monk when we go on a monastery date. But today we've got this lady.
And I'm a Reiki and crystal master.
So Blake and Tayshia are gonna go on a one-on-one, and this woman's walking towards them. She's shaking something. Did you ever make a rainmaker in school when you were a kid? Like a tube with rice in it? That's what it kind of looks like. We know we could use some rain out there in the desert. Maybe that's what she's doing. She comes up to Blake and Tayshia and calls them seekers.
Seekers,
Seekers.
welcome.
Thank you.
And while I'm sensing that this woman is spiritual in some way, I will say that in my mind, there's only one seeker.
But you, not a seeker.
So I am loving this, and I want my energy cleansed, and I'm so excited to see what she's going to do. And she gives Blake a hammer to break a rock.
I want you to crack this open.
Yeah, so Blake breaks the rock in half.
Oh, God.
And that's the energy of that rock. Oh, and this woman says that as long as Tayshia and Blake each have half of that rock, they are connected.
As long as you have this stone, you will always be connected.
And if you've been wondering, what are Tayshia's feelings for Blake? Blake says, I love that. Tayshia says, cool.
I like that.
We know what's gonna happen on this one-on-one, right? So we're wondering if Tayshia's into Blake, and in true fashion of this season, we are of course getting naked.
I would like to ask you to please disrobe.
Sorry?
Naked-ish, at least naked-ish. They're laying next to each other. They're doing tantric breathing.
Look inside the soul, see each other.
And when Tayshia is looking into Blake's eyes, she's not seeing much.
I don't see it.
Yeah, don't drink every time Tayshia isn't into Blake.
I don't see it.
We haven't really progressed as much as some of the other relationships.
I'm still like trying to figure this out.
I don't think he's my guy.
Oh, yeah, and then she says it. She is definitely confirmed, officially, not into Blake.
I think it's time to go our separate ways.
Oh, but then as much as I forgot about Blake and thought I didn't really care, The Blake breakup is breaking my heart.
I'm really sorry. It's okay.
She is so apologetic.
I'm really sorry. It's okay.
She is crying, and I just don't like to see our angel, goddess, mermaid, human cry. Don't drink for all Tayshia's tears. Cried out of my mouth. I'll still drink it though. I caught it in the cup.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Oh, Blake is gone, and Tayshia goes to see the guys and talks to them with tears in her eyes. Because Tayshia's had a realization, and she knows who she wants in hometowns, and it is not Riley.
Riley, can we go talk?
Goodbye, Lee! And just like Blake, this parting is more difficult than I thought it would be.
And I don't want to lead you on.
Riley's response was so hard to watch. He asks Tayshia, why did you keep me this long?
Why keep me around so long?
He says, it's painful to sit here and look at you smile.
The longer I look at you, the longer I hear you talk, see you smile, the more pain I feel.
He is leaving feeling like Tayshia is the one.
I felt like, and I still feel like Tayshia is the one for me. And I'm happy to have met you. I don't regret that at all.
Oh, he even gave her a forehead kiss. Did Riley's goodbye make you fall in love with him? Let me know in the comments below.
No.
And at this point, Tayshia is crying more.
No.
Crying to no one.
Sorry.
She is apologizing to the night sky.
Okay, I'm sorry.
To the world. To the galaxy. Has this been the most heartbreaking 10 minutes in recent Bachelorette history? Let me know in the comments below. But this show is the gift that keeps on giving, and we've got to go on.
Heading into the rose ceremony, things are getting really, really serious.
So now Brendan is talking, and I also kind of forgot about Brendan.
Oh, cheers to being exactly where we should be.
He had a great first one-on-one, but where's he been, hun?
That rose, to me, is, a big step.
Oh, and now Noah is talking, and how is he still here?
How are you? Good to see you. You guys look like you've seen a ghost.
And then Bennett is present and accounted for at the rose ceremony. Yes, of course, last week we saw Bennett return out of the shadows into the night, and Tayshia said she didn't know what to do so he could go to the rose ceremony, but you know what? This is gonna be short-lived. I will say I'm happy to see him because he's wearing a full purple suit. That's a look. I love a look. I like when the men sport a look on the show. Something to discuss. Oh, and Tayshia is pretty in pink. Damn! That dress, those sparkly shoes. She is our Barbie glitter queen. And speaking of a good look, Chris Harrison is back.
Hey guys.
Welcome back, Chris.
Hello. Hey.
Yes, he's returned after taking his son to college, and Zach and Bennett sit right up when he walks in, as they should. All right, this is it, the rose ceremony for it all-ish for hometowns. And Ben already has a rose from his one-on-one, and now Zach gets a rose.
I cannot wait for you to be my family.
Dan, Ivan gets a rose.
Ivan,
Dan Brendan, who we forgot about, gets a rose.
accept this rose.
Bennett and Noah, time to go.
Bennett, Noah, sorry. Take a moment, say your goodbyes.
It's a goodbye that should have happened like 3 episodes ago, right? What did you think of sending Bennett and Noah home? I said this before. I thought Tayshia should have just said bye when they were on the 2-on-1. But, you know, Bennett's good television, and we needed him. And poor Bennett says that he is confused.
I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling sad, but it's more confusion, really.
As much as I had kind of turned on our Superman in recent episodes, I don't blame him. What did you think of the way that Bennett was brought back in, only to be sent back home?
It's more confusion, really.
Let me know in the comments below. I hope he's learned a little, and I think Superman will fly again! Hopefully on the beaches of paradise.
You don't need no Harvard degree to be in Paris eating brie with me.
Do you want to go inside?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells fresh in here.
I'm literally trying to love you up.
All right, so Zach says, and I quote, this is all gas and no brakes.
All gas, no brakes, here we go.
And Tayshia says, and I quote, this is all bizarre in the best possible way.
So bizarre, but in the best way possible.
And that's this season for you. Am I right? And speaking of weird, now, because our TV schedule got all messed up because of the pandemic, in the middle of this episode, it's the Men Tell All.
Due to the times we're living in, this will be a much more intimate Men Tell All.
And speaking of visuals, I am loving this set. What did you guys think? There are fewer men, I would imagine in part because of quarantining and testing and the pandemic and all that. And so they got to sit on these like velvety couches. And I've got a velvety couch like that. I adored that they were green. Big fan. Bennett is, of course, in a scarf. And don't drink for every time he did that old school sexy glasses thing. Anyway, I thought Riley also looking very good in kind of a fuchsia turtleneck. Love a turtleneck. Ed not bad in an eggplant suit. Whose outfit did you like best? Let me know in the comments below. For me, it was definitely not Kenny in camo.
Coming from the One Direction party boy manager, wearing camo.
So we've got to talk things out, and we go back into the Bennett and Noah of it all.
His insecurities, I don't have any control of, okay? Personally, I think he was intimidated. He's has.
But can you say one specific example where I said something that was condescending to someone?
I'm not gonna get into it because we've so recently lived it, but ultimately, who did you side with? I did land back with Bennett because even though I turned on him, even though he was kind of condescending to Noah, what it's all about is if you can own for your actions and apologize for them. And Bennett did that.
I'm sorry that my words came across as, condescending.
Noah said this.
I personally think you're an ostentatious Harvard D-bag.
Try to build bridges, babes, not burn them.
This is something that viewers did not get a chance to see, but they deserve to see. You're welcome, America.
We also have a little fun and get some unseen footage from the Reiki Master date. And this was a lot to, take in. Forgive me. Yeah, I don't know how to word this properly. Apparently during this one-on-one, Blake really got his chakras charged.
Or we're gonna look at the sexual energy. Oh, there's a lot there.
But Blake himself says he's a very open guy, including with his sexuality.
I'm a pretty, sexually open guy. I think sex is a big part of love and passion.
And I appreciated that they acknowledged this because guys who have been on the shows have done interviews in the past saying that, yeah, there were times when they would get excited and not be able to hide it. And we've never talked about it on the show. And if this season is anything, it's about being the most honest and raw and real ever.
It's just funny that that came to light as much as it did.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, and speaking of being charged up, Yosef is here.
Yosef.
Wonder if he will build or burn a bridge.
I expected way more from the oldest Bachelorette.
Yeah, I didn't need to see this guy again, but I thought maybe he wants a second chance. Maybe he is looking for a moment of redemption. Maybe he wants to atone and own. No, Nosef.
No, I have no regrets.
Yeah, the way Riley was looking at Yosef, his face said it all. But what did Yosef have to say? Did he have any regrets for the way he spoke to Claire?
Believe that you're not fit to be a mother to my child.
Does he want to apologize?
No, I have no regrets. The thing is, everything I said was factually accurate. I don't.
Nosef! You guys, everyone was shocked. I couldn't believe this. Chris Harrison even said, and I quote, "I rarely do this."
I rarely do this. I want to try to help you help yourself.
And my heart was racing. What was he about to say? And he told Yosef, "Brosef, you are wrong."
That was really not a good look. It just, the way it escalated, the way you spoke.
He told him to apologize. He asked a question that I thought summed it all up perfectly. Yosef, would you have wanted a man to talk to your daughter that way?
So just so we're clear, when you watch that, you're like, that's cool. I would never mind anyone talking to my daughter like that.
And Yosef!
If, like, my daughter did something like that, I would hope someone would call her out.
He would! What did you guys think of Yosef's appearance? I was blown away, everybody, truly. I could not believe that Yosef completely stood by everything he'd said and done on the show.
No, I have no regrets.
Had no apologies, no qualms, nothing. After all that, is Yosef now the worst villain in Bachelorette history because he had no apology whatsoever?
I'm not gonna apologize to Claire.
Let me know in the comments below. Yosef. The Men Tell All is often kind of a paradise audition. I'm predicting for him, no.
Tayshia, come on out and join us.
Oh, and then Tayshia comes in and she is looking beautiful. And we have some gorgeous conversations with Blake.
It just like hit me that I just sent like an amazing man home.
With Riley.
You allowed me, to be vulnerable and overcome, my fears.
And that's pretty much it, to be honest. The Bennett did have a green juice for everyone.
And for my little baby herb, baby Noah, we've got a little baby sippy cup.
Do I two-handed or one-handed?
Two hands, probably.
Thank you.
Fellas.
What did you think of this toned-down tell-all? Did you miss having more guys there, more screaming, more people in the hot seat? Let me know in the comments below.
Tayshia's actually gonna be my family now. This is a real thing.
Everybody, come on down to the La Quinta. We can't go to your hometowns, even though it's called hometowns, because of the current global pandemic and the way that we have to test and quarantine everybody in order to film this show. We cannot visit you where you are.
Given this pandemic, obviously we can't do that.
We need you to come here, so everybody's been at the La Quinta. Oh, but what I didn't know is that the guys didn't know which of their family members had been quarantining there.
So we have moved all of the hometowns here on property.
Were you blown away by this? I really was. Of course, at this point, we have Brendan, Ben, Zach, and Ivan. And Chris Harrison comes in and shares with them which ones of their loved ones are on the property.
You guys want to hear who's shown up for you?
Yes. I'm sorry.
And oh my gosh, you guys, we have been nothing but emotional, and the hits just keep on coming. I teared up when they learned who was there.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Your mom, your dad, and your brother Matt are here.
Love those people very much.
Did you? Let me know in the comments below. And Brendan is going first.
Your brother, Daniel, his wife, Christy, and your niece, Aaliyah, are all here.
Wow.
And we are still peeling back the layers. We find out that Brendan lost his father, and so his brother is the father figure in his life, and his brother is here.
My older brother is the closest thing I had to a father, after my father passed, and he's just been the most important person in my life.
These men are crying, they're hugging.
Grown men cry.
We raise a glass to men who are unafraid to show that they love.
Oh my gosh, come here.
So Brendan's little niece is also here, and he was just really breaking my heart in the best way. He said he wanted to have kids young, and that didn't work out for him.
Even at an early age, I wanted to have kids of my own, and it obviously didn't work out that way for me.
What I love about Brendan is that even in something sad, he seems like somebody who finds the positive.
Hi, so nice to meet you.
So Tayshia meets Brendan's brother, and they talk about Tayshia and Brendan both having gone through divorces.
You guys both going through a difficult divorce, a lot of people would let that negatively affect them for the next 5 to 10 years.
And Brendan says he only wants to propose once more in his life.
I don't want to do this a second time and it fail a second time.
Yeah.
And Tayshia says it's, and I quote, pretty much game over.
Like, it was like game over in the sense, Like, I truly feel like Brendan could be my husband.
What? I need a snack. I need a snack because I need some. You should always have chocolate on your charcuterie, by the way. Well, it's chocolate. It's chocolate-covered blueberry. Very good with the red wine. I'm gonna have 2. But you know, this season hasn't just been an emotional roller coaster, as we often say. I would call it an emotional fighter jet. We are doing tricks and loop-de-loops in the sky. We are turning ourselves upside down and all around, because now we gotta go to Zach. Yeah, by the way, the guys are supposed to be kind of showing Tayshia what their life at home would be like.
We're gonna do some New York things and have some fun.
And Zach's from New York, so he shows her how to hail a taxi.
It's gotta be like a little bit more like, taxi! Taxi right here!
You're joking.
No.
Yeah, like that?
Yes.
And was anyone else? I'm just gonna throw it out. Was anyone else? Was another person perhaps possibly attracted to the way Zach hailed a taxi?
Taxi!
Yeah, I don't know if it was because he was so confident and just doing his thing or what, but the way he hailed a taxi was kind of sexy. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, this was big to learn. I've wondered this about Tayshia and Zach. She's such an Orange County, California girl, but Zach says that Tayshia told him she wants to move to New York. What?
Tayshia mentioned in our first conversation, when I said I live in New York, that she was actually thinking about moving there.
That's a big deal. The long distance thing is often a problem for a bachelor couple.
We're gonna get in.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, but forget New York. Now they are in the fountain at the La Quinta and, again, surprisingly sexy. Making out with all our clothes on in the fountain, doing a little straddling. I'm into it. But from sexy straddling to meeting mom.
Mama, don't do it yet. Don't do it.
Yes, now Zach's family is here, and they become the reality check in the reality TV show. You know, there's always one family who doesn't seem to really get the whole bachelor thing, and Zach's brother and dad are kind of like, Tayshia, how can you have feelings for other guys?
You try to make a decision amongst 4 guys. I don't know that I could be one of those 4 guys, to be honest with you.
This isn't really for us.
I'm skeptical about, how it's going to turn out.
And Tayshia's having to say without saying, we're on a TV show.
I guess it never really feels good to talk about another relationship.
No, it doesn't, but
also it's just
the reality of the situation.
It is the reality.
Which I sort of love.
I would not be sitting here. I would not be alive if it wasn't for your strength.
Oh, but then Zach has this beautiful moment with his mom where he thanks her for being so strong for him and tells her that, I was a little confused by this, but I guess that he had lied to her and said he didn't want to get married and have kids, but Tayshia's made him realize he does.
Well, I told a lie that I didn't want kids and I wanted to just be an uncle. But what I've realized, and I think is important for you to hear, is that I do want a family.
What did you think of that confession? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, so much to discuss. I need more wine. How are you guys' snacks? How's your charcuterie going? How's your wine going? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, and Tayshia says she could see herself marrying Zach.
I could really see myself marrying him at the end of this, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're moving, we're grooving, we're flying through the sky. Time for Ivan. We are meeting his parents, and Tayshia is so nervous.
How are you feeling?
I'm nervous.
Are you?
Yes. Was it just me, or did Tayshia seem more nervous to meet Ivan's family than any other? And maybe we know why, Vin. Ivan's dad is older, and he is wiser. He dropped some marital knowledge on us all.
I got married at the age 24. My bride was 20. In retrospect, we were both too young. I took my time before I got married again.
Oh, but as much as I loved Ivan's parents, Ivan kept saying that, he really wanted his brother to be there. Don't drink for every time he said it in this heartbreaking way.
I was really hoping my niece, Kaylani, and my brother can make it. Because my brother, he's the most influential person in my life. I just wish my brother was able to make it. It would have meant the world for me, for my brother to be here, for sure.
And then, this show is trying to annihilate our amygdalas. The amygdala is allegedly the emotional core of our brains. I did look that up. His brother appears! And cue the tears! Cue the tears! Cue the tears.
The biggest surprise of the night was my brother was here.
I was crying. Were you crying? I was crying. And so much knowledge from this family. Ivan's brother said something that will stick with me, you guys. He said loyalty is an action word.
Loyalty, that's an action word.
And Ivan will demonstrate that.
If given a chance, he will demonstrate that.
Tayshia says she wants to be a part of this family, and I do too.
They made me feel really special and included. Like, that's a family I want to be a part of.
By the way, I love that Tayshia and Ivan's mom were kind of like unintentionally matching. Also, let's just raise our glasses to Tayshia's fashions this episode. Don't drink for every time. She looked great. So which outfit was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Now, Ivan did say he isn't sure if he's ready to propose.
But am I ready to propose to her? No, I'm not.
But he also says he is falling in love with Tayshia.
Frankly, I really am falling in love with Tayshia.
And I couldn't remember, you guys tell me, had Ivan said this to Tayshia before? I'm like trying to take inventory of all the relationships at this point because I'm really having a tough time deciphering which one is the strongest. Are you? We're only 1 week from the finale. Who do you think Tayshia ends up with, if anyone? Let me know in the comments below. Cue the tears. Oh, but we got one more, and it's gonna take us to the floor. It's Ben! Oh, so we're with Ben, and Tayshia says when he looks at her, it's like he's looking into her soul.
When Ben looks at me, it's like he's looking into my soul.
How do you do that? Am I looking into your soul? Who could look into a person's soul? Voldemort is the first person who comes to my mind. Have I ever shown you guys my Voldemort impression? This is like very specifically when he's not in a full body yet. He's like probably on the back of Coral's head. Harry Potter! Harry Potter! Harry Potter! Harry Potter! I'm sorry. It's niche, okay? What do you think of my Voldemort impression? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so Ben is looking into Tayshia's soul, and we are looking at some excellent pool makeouts. Cheers to more sexy aesthetics. Now, Ben said his parents couldn't be there because of the pandemic, and his dad is a doctor, but his sister, who he is very close with, is present, and one of his very best friends, who is... Did anyone recognize? This is a famous face, but they didn't really acknowledge it. Chef Antonia of Top Chef.
I want to maybe powder it and sprinkle it. Exactly.
Yes, Top Chef on Bravo. You guys, you guys, you guys. As much as I love The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, of course I also watch other reality TV. I love 90 Day Fiancé, and I am a big Bravo girl. And is this the Bravo Bachelor crossover that I've been waiting for? Kind of. Well, Chef Antonia did a little cooking because she made Ben realize that he loves Tayshia.
You love her.
I don't know.
You love her. It's not even a question.
Magic in the kitchen. By the way, if you're confused, Ben lives in LA and Chef Antonia has like 3 restaurants here, so I think you must just know her from living in LA. I've gone to eat at her spots. Bachelor Bravo crossover. And now back to our show. It's the rose ceremony. Oh, and this is a big one. This is for the fantasy suites. And Brendan is in his trademark turtleneck, and I definitely remember him from that. And Zach gets a rose, and Ivan gets a rose, and it comes down to Brendan and Ben.
This is the final rose tonight.
I did not see this coming. Did you?
I'm in love with her, and I should have told her.
And we say goodbye to Ben!
Brendan.
Ben, I'm sorry. Take a moment, say your goodbyes.
I don't know how to feel. I like Brendan, but I'd also grown so attached to Ben. Were you shocked? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, what is happening? I just did not understand the why, and Tayshia takes Ben out to say goodbye.
Can I actually lock you out?
And her explanation is that their pages aren't aligned.
I don't know if our pages are necessarily aligned at this time.
There are no tears here, even though Tayshia just cried over Blake and Riley.
Sorry, Ben.
I was so confused. Did you understand why she sent Ben home? And Ben was also emotionally kind of shutting down. He said he was heartbroken, but he'd be all right.
Like I'm heartbroken, but I'll be all right.
And it was kind of a heartbreaking thing to hear. Tayshia was also upset with Ben for not showing emotion.
It was extremely disappointing. There was no emotion at all.
But I gotta say, I was thinking, Tayshia, girl, you just dumped him, and you're mad at him for not being more upset. Why didn't you show a little emotion? Oh, but now Ben has left and Tayshia is crying. It's like they both went their separate ways and wish they'd said things to each other. Because Ben is in the limo saying, maybe she didn't think I loved her. Maybe I effing blew it.
Maybe she loved me and she thought I didn't love her back. And then if that's the case, I blew it.
It's been 4 hours of TV. I think they both blew it at the end here. I am baffled. But we've got to keep going. We're so close to the finish. It's the trailer for the finale. Yes, everybody, next week we have got another 2-part 2-night finale, Monday night and Tuesday night. And our emotional fighter jet is still speeding through the air. So many tears.
Never want to experience that heartache that I experienced in my last marriage.
And a man who gives me fear, Tayshia's dad.
I don't want you to be making the biggest mistake of your life.
Yes, we will be here for it all. And my prediction, babes, is that given how invested these guys are, this is gonna be a tear bath. Yeah, I just invented that. It's a bloodbath, but it's made of tears. Oh my God. Oh, what's not to love? And I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. If you want to connect with me more, I am available on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. If you want a personal message from me, head to their website. I am at Lauren Zima. And very importantly, you guys, the finale, we always do it live, and we're gonna do it again. Monday night, we are going live right after the episode, right here on Roses and Rosé. We will be live taking your comments and questions, talking about what happened. And Tuesday night, we're doing it too. 2 nights of back-to-back live episodes. Don't miss it. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you live for 2 nights next week. Bye! You know, it's been a lot. Mm.